Hello. Hello friends, welcome to NityaCloudtech. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Azure Data Factory pipeline. Basically, steps to create Azure Data Factory pipeline. Before moving into this, let's see what are the steps or what are the services are required to create Azure Data Pipeline. So in Azure, there are multiple services. So we'll see what are the services which are required to create Azure Data Factory. So we can call it services or resource group. Resource group. So basically, first is first services resource group, not resource group here. Services or resources. So first services resource group. So resource group basically you can call or you can understand this as a project folder where you will put all your files related to your project. Second service is storage account. So your storage account comes under the resource group, and third is data factory. So both are comes under the resource group. Storage account basically where you will store the data, and data factory where you will create the pipeline. Now let's take our use case. So our use case is we have one input source file which we will manually upload in storage account, and then same file extract and load into the storage account using Azure Data Factory. Okay, so this is the use case. Let's do practical on this. So this is the Azure portal. So as mentioned, first I need to create a resource group. So click on create a resource and then search resource group. Create. So we can give any name. Let's say first resource group. Okay, and then review plus create validation passed. Then it is created. Now go to resource group. So we have just created first resource group. Now next service is storage account as I mentioned. So storage account, add. So whenever I will create any service, it will ask me which resource group it comes under. So as I have just created first resource group, so I'm creating under this storage account. You can give name first storage account. Okay, it is not available. You can give 451 any name. I have just said 451. Now it is available, and review plus create. Which validation part, and now storage account is creating. It may take 1 minute, may take some time. So basically, in this video, we are going to learn about the basically how in Azure Data Factory. We are not going to detail into Azure services like what storage account is and how many types of storage account. So let's wait for a minute. It is under process. It is deploying. Once it is deployed, then yeah, it is deployed. So now, as I mentioned, now we will manually upload the file under the container. So we have container. So let's create new container. So let's give name. Let's say ETL. Sorry, in small letters. It accept only small letters. ETL. Under container, we'll upload the file. As I mentioned, we will upload the manually upload the file. So file is employee source, and in the advanced property, I'll just give the folder name. So input. So now see, in the input folder we have file employee source. Okay. So if you see here, we have this uh, input employee source file. So this is the data. To view the data, we just click on this triple dot. Now if you see, we have storage account, and under the storage account we have ETL input folder. Under content we have ETL input folder, and then file. Okay. So now our requirement is to create output folder and then move the same file into output folder using Azure Data Factory. Okay. So if you see here, under container, under ETL, there is no output folder. There is only one input folder. So now let's create Data Factory. Create a resource, Data Factory. Create. Similarly, we'll change first resource group, region. Fine. And name you can give any name. Um, let's say first pipeline. Okay. And then git configuration. All of these things we can do later. This is not required at this moment. So it is being, yeah, create. So it is also under deployment. Once it will deploy, we can start creating pipeline. Let's wait for a minute. Okay. So first storage account, first resource group, our pipeline. Where is our Azure Data Factory? It should come under here. Let's wait. Maybe it is deploying. So our resource group is first resource group. Huh? It is not deployed. Not sure. So let's again create one data factory. It should be deploy. Yeah, it is here. It is linked. It is showing here link. Okay, no worries. So we can click here on first pipeline, and if you see in first pipeline, you can see author and monitor. So we'll click here to create a pipeline. So another tab will come. So just want to clear you guys, generally what happens, so everything should come under first resource group. Now, yeah, now first pipeline is available. So it takes some time to come into this. Once it is available, so we have created storage account as mentioned in the file, storage account and data factory under the resource group. Now we just need to click here first data pipeline to create a pipeline, and then author and monitor. Once you click on author and monitor, this separate page will open where you will create data factory pipeline. So you can see the option. So you have to click on this author option, edit option, pencil. No. Now, before moving into this, let's quickly discuss our requirement. So basically, to create the pipeline, we have already discussed the requirement. We have to extract the file and load into the storage account using Azure Data Factory. So this is Azure Data Factory. Now, what are the steps? What we need to do in pipeline? So basically, in pipeline, we need to create two connection to LinkedIn service basically for input, LinkedIn connection for output. Similarly, we need to create two data sets. One data set for input source and another data set for output source. And then we'll create pipeline. In pipeline, we use copy activity. So I have already discussed about the LinkedIn service, dataset, pipeline, and activities. So LinkedIn connection is nothing basically. It defines the connection. Basically, how to interact with that specific storage account or with any specific resource. That may be storage account, that may be database, and then dataset where exactly your data is residing. And under pipeline, you will create a basically a pipeline using different activities. So let's create the LinkedIn service. So you can click here on manage and then new LinkedIn service. Click here. So we have to create two LinkedIn service. First for input source. So our source is Azure below storage. So click here Azure below storage and then you can give input storage. You can give name and then keep as it is. Yeah, and you need to choose storage account. From which storage account you need to create first storage account. Okay, and then create. Yeah, so your first input storage uh, link connection is created. Similarly, you have to create. So for LinkedIn, actually, since this is the same storage account, so you can use similar same LinkedIn service. Now let's create data sets. So for creating data sets, go here and new data set. Again, Azure Blob Storage your data set. So click on Azure Blob Storage and then create. Continue. And file is and text, delimited text. Continue. You can give input source file. Input source file. And what is your link service? We have just created input storage. Is our so we can call this storage instead of input because it is for both input and output. Storage. Now I have to select the file. So under ETL, I have one folder input and then file is employee. Just okay. So if you see container, ETL is container, input is the folder, and then employee source is the file. So that data sets is created. Okay. Now I have to create another for output source file, another data set. Azure Blob Storage. Continue. Again delimited text file. Continue. Since I don't have any, I just have this. I don't have any file, so I'll keep this as it is. Or I need to keep this in ETL. So I can just choose ETL. Okay, and I can call this output, because I have to create another folder and output. It is saying none. I can see here none. Yeah, it is created. Okay, so basically now I have delimited text. I have to give the name output source file. No problem. I haven't given any name. Now I have to create pipeline. So create new pipeline. You can give any name. Copy source to destination. Copy source to dest. Okay. Now the move and transform, you can use this copy activity, and under this copy activity, now you can choose what is your source. So your source is input source file. Input source file. You have just created this data set, and then file is available here. And then sync is destination. Sync is nothing, destination. That is delimited text. Okay. Now mapping. You just need to do import schema. Okay. So this is your source. This is destination, and this is mapping. So what you did, you have created one LinkedIn connection for both input and output, created a data set for input source and output source, and then created copy activity. So under copy activity, you have called your first data set, and then under sync is nothing, it is destination, and then do mapping. Now what I need to do, I just need to first publish this. So we are just publishing and checking if it is giving any error. Uh, okay, it is publishing, and once it is published, yeah, published successfully and complete. And now we will trigger this. So just click on trigger now. Okay, so now it is triggering. So let's see if it, once it will run, you will able to see the data here in the storage account, first resource group, first resource group. Okay, so first storage account basically. So earlier you have only one folder, input folder. Now you should have one output folder as well. Yeah, this pipeline is published successfully, and yeah, so file data is available here. Employees. Yeah. Thanks, guys.